Today I'm going to be sharing an Empties video with you, and I have collected a lot of stuff. I went through a lot of samples and a lot of things like that. So I'm just going to share with you guys what I have and my thoughts on it. So first up, I'm going to do makeup-y type products, and I have a lot of foundation samples. One of my goals for my project Use It Up was to use up a bunch of my foundation samples. So I finally got around to using up a lot of things, so I'm going to share with you guys how that is. So first thing that I have is actually something I decluttered. This is my Garnier Skin Renew BB cream. This was in light to medium. This one had SPF 20 in it. It was a good foundation. This one was for the combination to oily skin, and I liked it. But I've just had it for a really long time at this point, and I haven't reached for it because it's old, and I'm sure the SPF is expired by now. So this is something I would repurchase at some point, I think. I don't need it anytime soon. I have some other foundations and BB creams and things like that, so I don't need to repurchase this anytime soon, but it was a good one. It did work pretty well for my oilier skin. A foundation that I did finish up was my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This one I absolutely loved. I did a first impressions of it when I first got it and a little bit of a review, and it's been in favorites videos. I actually was going to try to force myself to use up some other foundations before I repurchased it, but I actually just liked it so much that I ended up repurchasing it yesterday. So I have other foundations I should use, but this one I really liked. It had nice, good, full coverage. It stayed on really well, and it just looked nice on the skin. So this one I definitely loved. It's my favorite foundation at the moment. I finished up a BB cream in my project pan, I think. This was the Dr. Jart Black Label Detox BB cream. The Dr. Jart ones I really do like for when my skin is drier because they think they're nice, but overall my skin tends to be combination oily, and BB creams I just don't think are for me. So this one I did not feel like was the best for my skin as I finished using it up, but I did want to use it up. They are good BB creams if your skin is drier, but because my skin is more oily, it just doesn't work for me. A couple of foundation samples that I used up this YSL Le Teint Encre de Pois something Fusion ink. This one was an almond, which was too dark for my skin normally, but it worked if my skin was self-tanned. This was fine. I didn't love it. I probably wouldn't be encouraged to buy a full size of it. It was just fine. The NARS Tinted Moisturizer. This one did not work very well for me. This one was darker than me anyway. It was in medium, so I had to use it when I was self-tanning. But it just did not last as long on my skin as I would have liked, and so this wasn't my favorite. I would never try to purchase a full size. And like I said, tinted moisturizers, BB cream, stuff like that, they just aren't the best for my skin anyway. One of the foundation samples that I tried out that I did really like was the Lancome Teint Idol Ultra 24 Hour. This one was really nice. This one was in bisque, so again, it was too dark for my skin normally, but it worked really well when I was self-tanned. It stayed on for a long time, and it had pretty good coverage. I hear a lot of people talk about this, and I can understand why. I don't think that I need to purchase it anytime soon or anything, but I did like it. I thought it was really nice. The one that I have on today is the Hourglass Immaculate Liquid Powder Foundation. This one is in the color Shell, which is a fine enough color for me. I didn't love the way that it applied. I felt like it clung to areas, like if I had any peach fuzz or anything on my skin, I felt like it clung to that really intensely. It does feel nice on the skin. I feel like that mattifying piece is good, but I don't think I would be ever encouraged to buy the full size of this based on the sample. It clung to things that it didn't need to cling to. I didn't love that. Alright, next up I have a couple of primers. The first thing is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Mineral Primer. This one I got with the intent of wearing it to my wedding, but then it was SPF 15 and I was scared of that causing flashbacks, so I didn't end up wearing it for my wedding anyway. It is a fine primer, like it works, but I heard a lot of people talk about how good it was, and I just wasn't overly impressed by it. This was, I think, $18 or $19 for a smaller sample, and while the packaging is pretty and the primer is fine, I don't think it's worth the expense. So it had a nice little pump to it, but that stopped working and I still had a ton of product left, so I had to scrape it out. I don't know, I didn't love it for the price. I thought I would like it a lot more than I did. It did make my foundation look nice when I wore it. I don't think it kept me as matte as I thought it would. And then I tried out the Urban Decay Pore Perfecting Complexion Primer Potion. This came in a sample set with my Naked Skin foundation samples. This was fine. I feel like it was really sticky and hard to spread over my skin. And I wasn't a huge fan. This one I wouldn't buy for sure. I just didn't like the way that it applied. It lasted me about 2 or 3 uses though, I think, but it wasn't great. I have a couple of sets of lashes that I used up. These were the I Learn Natural Light Super Full. These were fine. They were a little bit more intense than I tend to go for. I don't usually do eyelashes anyway, The ones that I wore for my wedding, I really like. I think those were like the Ardell Demi Wispies maybe. Those I really liked, but this wasn't my favorite. They're just okay. They were pretty intense. Even more intense were these random ones. All Bell, I guess maybe is what they are. They were blue Xtremes. I wore these in a video a while back. I think this summer or this fall I was bored on a snow day and I tried them on. And these were crazy. These were huge. I got these in an Ipsy bag, like when Ipsy first started. This was probably one of my first bags. And they were insane. And I don't know what happened to the lashes themselves, but no, never again. They were huge and crazy. Next up, I have my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. These I used to be in love with, and I just don't know that they do that much for me anymore. I spray them over my face, and I feel like it helps look less powdery, but I don't know if it makes my makeup stay on any longer. I probably need to do some experimentation, but if you guys have any suggestions for really good makeup setting sprays that you think are the best, I would love to hear that. This, I don't know that it does anything anymore. I think I used to love it, and I don't know that I do anymore. So if you have any recommendations, let me know that in the comments. Then I have this mascara. This is the Maybelline The Rocket Volume Express in Waterproof. This is one of my all-time favorites. I absolutely love this mascara. I have another one open already. I have it in my stock usually most of the time. It just makes my lashes stay curled a lot better, I think, than a lot of the other mascaras that I've tried. It volumizes well. I don't get clumpy lashes with it. I think it just makes my lashes look nice. So it's a drugstore mascara. It's cheap and I really like it. Last thing that I have for Makeup E-type products are 2 lip balms. So I have this one, which is the Soft Lips Cube, whatever that's called. This one was in blueberry, pomegranate blueberry, I think maybe. And there's still product in there, but I can't get to it and I don't think it's worth it to scrape it off. This one I used to really like. I mentioned it in a favorites video like when I first got it because I got it from Influenster and I really liked it then. But as I've been using it more recently, I realized it's just not as moisturizing as I want it to be. Basically, by the time that I put it on and then get into bed from that time when I'm like not even doing anything, it's already gone. And so it disappears so quickly that I don't feel like it's very moisturizing. So I probably wouldn't buy any more of these because I just don't feel like they're worth it. They're cute, but not worth it. Then I also used up the Fortune Cookie Soap Kiss Lip Balm. And this one, again, I feel like there's more product in it, but I can't twist it up anymore, and that makes me kind of annoyed. But this was fine. It smelled and tasted really good. It was like a fruity smell and taste. But I don't think I would go out of my way to go to purchase it from the website or anything. I don't think it was that good. But it was a pretty decent lip balm. It was moisturizing. It was a lot more moisturizing than that other one. And it works pretty well. I feel like there's a lot of product left in it, but there's other lip balms that are just as good. Alright, next up is hair care products. I don't have a lot this month. So the first thing that you see in pretty much all of my Empties videos because I'm obsessed with it is the John Frieda Precision Foam Color. This one is 4R Dark Red Brown. I love it. I have 2 more that I just bought at CVS yesterday because they were on sale, buy one, get one half off. They're really good hair colors. I think that they fade faster than other ones, but I like the color and I like the way that it applies, so I will keep buying these. Next up, I have 2 Matrix shampoo and conditioner samples. I have the Oil Wonders Micro Oil Shampoo and Oil Conditioner. These I didn't really like all that much. I think I got them in a Ulta order, maybe. But the shampoo didn't really lather as much as I would have liked it to. I didn't really like the smell, and I just don't feel like it did much for my hair. I wouldn't buy a full size of these based off on those samples. And then I also used up a Clear Scalp and Hair Therapy Nourishing Anti-Dandruff Shampoo. This is the Complete Care one. This is fine. The clear ones don't wow me. It's a fine shampoo. I have no issues with it, but I have tried it in the past and I wouldn't go back to it again. I like my Dove one a lot better, so wasn't overly wowed by that. Next up are kind of body care items, so I have a lot of lotions in here. The first lotion I have is the Candle Nut Body Cream from Joara. This I got in a Birchbox at one point, and then I bought a little sample set of 3 of these things, so there was like this, a scrub, and a body wash. The smell of this is heavenly. Like, I absolutely love the smell of this body cream, and it feels amazing. I need to look onto the Birchbox website and look at purchasing a full size. I think they're really expensive though, but it smells so good. I wish it was a little bit less expensive, but I really do love the smell, and because of that I might keep on buying it if I can get like Birchbox points for it, because I love it. The next body cream that I absolutely love is the Soap & Glory Righteous Body Butter. These are amazing. This one was a full-size one. You've probably seen a bunch of these in Empties videos that I've used up. I got a bunch of like Soap & Glory stuff on sale on the Sephora website when they were going out of there, and on the HSN website when there was a huge sale, clearance sale. They're at Ulta now, but these are amazing. I love them. I love the smell. It's just very fruity and fresh, and they work really well to moisturize. And then so I will keep buying these if I can find them, especially on sales. That makes it more worth it. Then I used up the Fortune Cookie Soap Lost Boys Whipped Cream. This one smelled really, really good. This one was also like a very fresh, fruity scent. I think this was in their spring collection. I like the whipped creams a lot. I feel like they're really moisturizing, but they're not too heavy and hard to use. I would continue to use these because I think that they're great. I used up a Nivea Soft Face Body and Hands Moisturizing Cream. This came in a beauty box, I think. It smelled really baby powdery to me, which isn't my favorite, but I do feel like it was really moisturizing and nice, but I don't think that it's enough to make me want to purchase this when I have other lotions that I like. I used up a Gillette Venus Embrace razor blade. So I generally don't use Venus razors anymore. I use my Dorco ones that I always talk about in my Empties videos when I compare razors, and I link that down below. There's a referral code for 20% off if you want to try the Dorco ones. But these I bought because I have like my little Venus travel razor, which is the perfect thing to travel with. So that in itself is worth it for me to take the Venus razors, but these are fine. They're nice. I have a couple of sets of them now because I bought them to have for my Venus razor, for my travel razor. So these I like, they're fine. I just prefer my Dorco ones because they're cheaper in general. All right, the last thing in that category I have is the Fortune Cookie Soap Wonderland Eat Me Perfume Oil. This was not my favorite by any means. I like the smell at first, but it just has like an after hint. Like there's a smell that comes after the basic idea of it that just is kind of gross to me. It smells kind of like cake, but then there's like this gross after scent. I don't know. I used this up at night basically because I didn't like it during the day, and that was fine. It took me a long time to use it up though. These perfume oils last a really, really long time, but this one was not my favorite. There's one that I'm using right now from them that is amazing. I love it so much, but this one is not a winner. All right, on to facial care things. So the first thing that I have is this Body Shop Tea Tree Skin Clearing Toner. This I really, really like. I mentioned this a couple of times now. I buy it in a kit from Ulta. I do feel like it helps out my breakouts a little bit. It helps keep my skin a little bit clearer because of that tea tree oil. And I really, really like it. I feel like it's invigorating and nice, and I would continue to purchase this. Two things that kind of go together are these Acquaintance products. So I have a video of my first day one of trying out these vitamins or these dietary supplements, and then I just recently did my day 60 update. So I tried these for 60 days. They are the Acquaintance Skin Radiance Dietary Supplements. They're supposed to make your skin a lot brighter. I think that they did make a huge difference. I liked them a lot. I didn't repurchase these, but I do feel like they made a huge difference. If you want to see that, I will link that here. And then also I used up the Acquaintance Skin Brightening Serum and Spot Corrector. Both of these I got from Acquaintance. They sent them to me, but this is one of my favorite things. I got it from Influenster a while back, and that's how they contacted me again about trying out the dietary supplements. This I just bought on their website. It is so expensive regularly. It's like $125, which is crazy. But they had a 40% off sale on Fridays in September, so I just bought the full size of this. I really, really like it. I just wish it wasn't so expensive and didn't go so fast. But I feel like my skin is a lot softer and brighter when I am using it. A thing that you see pretty often in my Empties videos, this is the Proactive Extra Strength Formula Cleanser. These I go through a lot. I just use them at night. I feel like the Proactive system helps keep my skin clear, so I continue to use these because I feel like when I don't, my skin explodes. So I continue to use these. A couple of samples that I wasn't wowed by. I tried out the Amoro Vicia something Budapest Refining Facial Cleanser. This I didn't, or Polisher, this I didn't love. I wasn't super wowed by it. It was just fine. Same thing here with the DHC Nighttime Moisturizer. It was just fine. I wasn't wowed by it. I wouldn't buy a full sample of it, or a full size of it. Again, here also the Clarins Shaping Facial Lift Serum. This I didn't notice any difference with. I wasn't amazed by it. It was just fine. Then I have the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. This is too heavy for my skin. I don't love it. I had some dry patches down here, so I used it up there. But generally the lotion is too heavy for my skin, and I would never purchase it for my skin. I used up the Mario Badescu Drying Lotion. This I used to think maybe did something, but I don't think it actually did anything for my skin besides drying it out. I wanted to think that it maybe did something, but it didn't dry out any pimples because that's what it's supposed to do. But I don't think sulfur really does anything for me, and that's the main ingredient that's supposed to dry things out. So this I'm not going to buy again. I don't think it does enough. Next up I have the Equate Nighttime Soothing Makeup Removing Towelettes. These are really nice. I really like the Equate makeup removers. I think they do a nice job. I just bought some from CVS, the CVS brand, because they were on sale. So I would definitely repurchase these again though, because they're cheaper than most of the towels, and they do a nice job. I also used up the Up and Up cotton rounds from Target. They're fine. Not a lot to say about those. They are what I generally go to use cotton rounds. They work well enough for me. Alright, sorry if I'm talking super fast. My camera is dying and I just want to finish this up so I can get rid of this trash so I can start fresh. So the next kind of weird thing that I have is my random category. So these are shoes that I used. These are the Sonoma Life Center was the brand. I got them from Kohl's a while back. I busted through the top with my toe, so I figured it was time to get rid of them. These shoes were amazing. I loved these, and I'm so sad that they're broken. They were some of the most comfortable flats that I've ever owned, and they had like insoles that were like memory foam type insoles. I got them for a wedding like a year and a half ago, and they were so comfortable, and I wore them to school all the time. They were great. I wish they were still out. I tried to look for them at Kohl's, and I couldn't find them anywhere, and I'm so sad. I wanted to buy a new pair. So if you guys have these or you have seen them, let me know where you found them because they're amazing and I love them. They're just like little cutout ones. They're so good, and they were nude, so they were perfect to match with a lot of stuff. Ugh, heartbroken about that. Then I have two smelling objects. I have the Bath & Body Works Leaves candle. This is a fall staple. I absolutely love the smell of this one. It's amazing. It's probably my favorite fall candle. It's so good. And then I also have the Scentsy Simply Strawberry Scentsy Bar. This one I had for a really, really long time. I didn't love the smell of it in here. Like, it was a strong scent, but I really grew to like it. I would just use it in my kitchen. And once it kind of faded out just a little bit and it wasn't so intense in the package, it was really good. I wouldn't buy it again though. I feel like it was just a little bit too intense, but I did like it. I thought it smelled really good. It was just a little bit too intense. All right, and my last two items are hand soaps. So the first thing is the Dial hand soap. This one I think is in like White Jasmine, I think. It is the one that always goes in my husband's bathroom, so he tends to go for this one. He doesn't like the really strong like bakery Bath & Body Works scents that I tend to like. He likes fresher scents, so this one really didn't have much of a smell to it at all. And it's pretty cheap. I keep buying them for him because he tends to really like these and he likes the foaming ones. This one is the Simple Pleasures Peach Mango one. This one I got from a bridal shower, like I won a prize. And I believe this comes from Joann Fabric. I think I've seen these there before. This one wasn't my favorite. I feel like the scent was fine, but it took a lot of soap to actually feel like it was cleaning anything. So I would usually have to use like twice as many pumps on this to feel like my hands were getting clean. So that one wasn't my favorite. I wouldn't pick these up again. I tend to lean for like the Bath & Body Works ones or the Dial ones. I think they're a lot better. Woo! Okay, so that is it for my Empties videos. I've been trying to go through my body samples a lot more regularly and like my skincare and my makeup samples a lot more regularly. So hopefully you're seeing more of those in my Empties coming up here. I have a few things that I'm finishing up for Project Pans that'll make it into next month's Empties. Sorry I was talking so fast. I was trying to get through this before my battery died. But anyway, I would love to know if you guys have done any Empties videos recently, or if you have any opinions on any of the products that I mentioned, or any suggestions on what was I asking you to suggest? I don't know. There was something that I asked you to suggest. What was it? I don't remember. There was something that I asked you to suggest. So if you have suggestions on whatever that was that I'm totally blanking on right now, let me know that in the comments below. It will have been mentioned earlier in the video. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.